that we are filing charges along with the district attorneys, with their assistance, the district attorney's office, on Oscar Morales. He's 51-year-old. This is his photo. I can tell you right now, we have video evidence of him shooting our constable. And I want everybody to get into the fight of finding him. This is our community. We're working with every law enforcement, federal, local, the airports, the bus stations, every part of our border in Texas. We need the eyes and the ears of all of our citizens to help us bring this suspect in custody. The other day on the scene, the other night I meant to say, I'm sleep deprived myself. Myself and Constable Heap said the best thing for him to do was to turn himself in. He hadn't listened. So we're bringing a strong arm in the eyes of our complete community. This is the photograph. I want to let you know we have word and other evidence that he does change his appearance. So there are individuals out there that know him. But if the public, if you see him, he's armed and he's dangerous, we ask that you call HPD or the local authorities. I want to thank Crime Stoppers, as usual, our partners in giving rewards for information or evidence leading to the arrest. Check that light over there, I'm sorry. Yeah. Also, the Fallen Heroes Funds with the Hundreds Club. Crime Stoppers is giving $5,000. The Fallen Heroes with the Hundreds Club is giving an additional $5,000. Tillman Fertitta is donating $50,000. That's $60,000. That money can go to anybody that gives us information. Again, deepest condolences to Corporal Galloway's family and your entire agency. We're standing strong with you, and we're going to make sure that justice is done here. I'm going to step out and allow our DA to say a few words. Thank you.
Chief, thank you. Thank you for your strength and your leadership and a weekend that took 2 law enforcement officers from their families and our community for nothing. I want to thank Constable Heap for his tireless efforts to try and achieve justice for one of his brothers in arms, Deputy Corporal Galloway. I want to thank Sean Tier, who's been up for 36 hours on the scene of both the murder of Corporal Galloway and the DWI-related death of the sergeant yesterday with the Harris County Sheriff's Office. And I want to thank Investigator Menendez for his work on this case with Sean. Our offices work hand in hand, and together they have identified and we have charged defendant Oscar Rosales with capital murder for the death of Corporal Galloway. Upon apprehension, we'll ask a judge in Harris County to hold him without bail. He is a bold and incredibly dangerous fugitive. He is on the run, and somebody out there knows where he is. As the former director of Crime Stoppers back in the early 2000s, I can tell you, Mr. Rosales, you can run, but you cannot hide. $60,000 thanks to Crime Stoppers. The 100 Club in Tillman Fertitta is on your head. So we ask and encourage anyone with information about Oscar Rosales' whereabouts to contact Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. You will remain anonymous. We've cast a net far and wide, and law enforcement resources and partners have been notified not just across Texas, but across the United States. Everyone is prepared to look for Oscar Rosales. Accountability is inevitable. Two of Mr. Rosales' family members were charged earlier this weekend with tampering with evidence. Their names are Henry Marquez, the brother of the suspect, now criminal defendant, Oscar Rosales, and Reina Marquez, the common law wife of Oscar Rosales. Oscar Rosales is the name that he is known by now. It is not known under that name where his true citizenship is, what his true criminal history is, but this photograph tells you who we're looking for. You can't run from your own photo. For any further information that anyone in the public has about evidence in this case or any other individuals that might be involved, please call Crime Stoppers or the Houston Police Department. As the district attorney, I can tell you that our prosecutors are dedicated to backing up the work that the Houston Police Department has done, not just on behalf of your team, Constable Heap, or Corporal Galloway's family, but on behalf of this whole community. We are besieged by violence and we need the community's help. Justice is coming. Then I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, DA.
On behalf of Harris County Precinct 5 and of the family of Corporal Charles Galloway, I want to thank Chief Finner and the Houston Police Department, as well as District Attorney Kim Ogg and the plethora of law enforcement agencies that have reached out and have been assisting in this manhunt, because that's what it is. Because of the partnership that you see in law enforcement here in Harris County, they've enabled me to be able to spend time and to direct my attention and my efforts towards the family of Corporal Galloway's. You could only imagine the trauma that this family is going through. But because of their efforts and their sleepless nights, that we have been able to concentrate on trying to keep them, letting them know that they are in the loving arms and the family that we call the Blue family. So it's very important to me to be able to express that. But I also want to reiterate what both Chief Finner and District Attorney Ogg had stated, and that is that we will not stop until this individual is apprehended. Whether or not it's on the federal, the state, or the local level, people are looking right now and will not cease looking until he is apprehended. This is a murderer. This is a ruthless, savage execution. And somebody like this needs to be removed from the streets and removed from the streets very quickly. But we cannot do it without the help of the public. So our plea to you, my plea to you on behalf of the family is, please, if you know something, come forward. District Attorney Ogg gave you the information on Crime Stoppers. If you won't do it because it's what's right, do it for the money. But let's get this person off the street. That is what's going to make our community safe. That's what's going to allow us to be able to live in peace and raise our children in Harris County that we knew at one time. I think we're open for some questions.
Thank you. Yep, we're good. Questions?
Do you guys think he's left the city? Do you think, are you scared that he might have gone to another country?
We don't know at this time. We certainly hope not. And we've been out there, and y'all seen it with a lot of officers all around. So it is our belief at this time that he's still in our city. And again, we need every citizen in our great city to stand up. If somebody sees this suspect, give us a call. Let's get him in custody. Let me get this one here right. Yeah.
I was hoping that you could give us the proper spelling of his name.
Okay. Oscar, that's Oscar Rosales, and that's Rosales. Okay. Go ahead with your question, and we'll move it around. Go ahead.
I was wondering about the tampering of evidence of the family members. Were they trying to hide him? Were they trying to help him?
Just, I will, and let me preference something. We're not going to go deep into this investigation. It's early and it's active. But I can tell you, 2 relatives were tampering with, and I'm sorry I forgot to tell you, the Toyota Avalon that we were looking for, it has been recovered. They were tampering with that vehicle. Next question. Go ahead.
Were those relatives arrested at the Highway 6 and Richmond Avenue? Was that yesterday?
It was yesterday. I'm not comfortable giving an exact location right now, but yesterday. Did you have something else, sir? I'm sorry.
Can you talk
Yep.
to us a little bit about, we did see you all at two separate locations with SWAT teams. How does these two scenes yesterday have?
Not going to go into details on this, but I will tell you, we're active and intentional about getting him. So whenever somebody calls us right now, possible sightings, you will see the force coming. So that's what that was about yesterday, and we'll continue to do that until he's in custody. Go ahead, sir.
So is Oscar Rosales an assumed, not his legal name then?
We don't know it at this time. Right now, we believe it. That's part of the investigation, though. Go ahead. Yes.
From here, and do you believe that other family members are helping him get away?
We don't know that at the time. We certainly hope not. But anybody that's assisting him a felon, and they know he's a felon wanted for capital murder, we're coming after them as well. Somebody in the back, and then I'll work my way. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Randy.
Does the brother or the sister-in-law have criminal history?
We don't know at this time, Randy. Yeah, that's also part of the investigation. Go ahead.
I know you said you recovered the car. Has the weapon been recovered, and do you know what?
Not going to speak to that at this time. Okay? Any more questions?
How were you guys able to find him or find about him? You said you had video of him and then license plate or
Yeah, I'm just going to stick with that. We have video of him creating this senseless, cowardly act, okay? Let me get over here. I'm sorry, and it was too few hands over here. Go ahead.
What do we know about him, his specifics, ties, his history, criminal history?
Still part of the investigation, but based on what he did, what we have evidence, video evidence, he's a very dangerous individual, and we're going to move his butt off the streets as soon as we can, okay?
Any gang or cartel?
Not sure. Go ahead, and then I'll come back to you. And we're going to do two more, y'all. Go ahead.
Had Corporal Galloway had a chance to input the license plate?
I'm sorry.
Had Corporal Galloway had a chance to input the license plate?
Not sure. That's part of the investigation. Go ahead.
There was scanner traffic that Corporal Galloway may not have been on the call when he was shot, and then also that Rosales had an AR-15 that he was shooting with. Could you confirm either of those two?
Confirmed in the original presser. It was some type of assault rifle. We hadn't confirmed anything more details farther than that. Go ahead, one more.
Maybe the DA can answer this. Why is Raina Marquez's bond at $850?
I can't answer that, and I'm not aware of what her bond is at. Judges set bond. The district attorney's office generally presents evidence of somebody's actions that we consider dangerous to public safety. We often put on evidence of prior history, that kind of thing. So these are dangerous people. If her bond is truly $850, it's not by our agreement. It's by judicial action.
And your thoughts on that? That it is $850?
I haven't confirmed it, and I just don't like commenting if I don't use the press as my authority, but I'll call intake, and I can confirm that later if it's true.
Is it video, body cam or surveillance?
Not going to go into it. It's just video right now, okay? We're going to leave it at that. But I do want to, if there's somebody that hadn't asked a question that we left out, did we cover everybody?
Before we do Spanish,
Yes.
yeah.
You referenced he changes his appearance. Can you kind of talk to us about that? Any idea what he
Yeah, we want to, it's still active. Information is still coming in, and thanks for asking that question, because we will be putting out some more photos of him, but we have information that he has in the past tried to change his appearance, and he may do that again. So we'll get that out. So, and when we do, please help us getting that out to the public. That's it, okay? And we'll who's going to? Lieutenant Menendez? Yeah. Thank you.
Bueno, estamos aquí hoy, buenas tardes, a hablar de la muerte del deputy Charles Galloway. Estamos aquí para presentar que hemos identificado un sospechoso. El nombre de él es Oscar Rosales y está cargado ahorita, lo estamos buscando por la matanza del deputy Galloway. En verdad, realmente creemos que es peligroso ese señor y necesitamos la ayuda de ustedes para poder buscarlo y encontrarlo. Cualquier información que pueden probar, si pueden llamar al HPD Homicide al 713-308-3600. También queremos decir que Crime Stoppers ha dado $5,000. El Fallen Heroes Funds ha dado un adicional $5,000. Y gracias a Tilman Fertitta, que ha donado $50,000 para total de $60,000 si nos dan información que nos lleva al arresto de Oscar Rosales. Vamos a estar buscando, hemos estado aquí desde el domingo cuando pasó esto, no hemos descansado y necesitamos su ayuda. ¿Preguntas en español?
¿Qué se sabe de este sospechoso?
Solo que es muy peligroso. La evidencia que tenemos, sabemos que mató a un policía, quién sabe lo que puede hacer con otra persona.
¿Tiene algunos nexos aquí a Houston o a México? ¿Saben de dónde es?
Estamos todavía trabajando todo eso, los detalles de las personas y no queremos dar mucha información hasta que lo tengamos en custodia.
¿Cuál es el mensaje que tiene para la comunidad?
La comunidad es que si ven a alguien así y allá en la escena mucha gente vino y ayudaron y gracias por eso, pero si lo ven, que nos llamen y nos dejen saber que lo han visto. Es muy importante.
That's it. Thank y'all. All right.
DA, Kim, have we said, did
Kim.
anybody say that he was 51?
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
You
Did you, and
right
did you
at the
say
opening.
Guatemala, Honduras, South Africa?
They said that they said. I'll have to go back.